to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On third down, Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Load it. Load it. 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Here's Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers, man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas. All right.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Brown 80.
Now a give, right side. Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look. On defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for it.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 3rd down, Rivers completes it to Watt. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen. Rivers on the money, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 32 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Then he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it first. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Gordon. And he's got room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think that interception